higher exchange value than other pieces of the same material so long as these are not marked out by any special characteristics. Again, in the case of credit money, the claims used as money have similarly a different exchange value from other claims of the same kind that are not used as money. The 100 gilded notes, which circulate as money in Austria-Hungary before the reform of the currencies, had a higher exchange value than, say, a government security with a nominal value of 100 gold, notwithstanding the fact that the latter bore interest and the former did not. Until gold was used as money, it was valued merely on account of the possibility of using it for ornamental purpose. If it had never been used as money, or if it had ceased to be so used, its present-day value would be determined solely by the extent to which it was known to be useful in industry. But additional opportunities of using it provide an addition to the original reasons for estimating it. Gold began to be valued partly because it could be used as a common medium of exchange. It is not surprising that its value consequently rose, or that at least a decrease in its value, which possibly would have occurred for other reasons, was counterbalanced. Nowadays, the value of gold, out principle modern monetary material, is based on both possibilities of employment, on that for monetary purpose and on that for industrial purpose. It is impossible to say how far the present value of money depends on its monetary employment and how far on its industrial employment. When the institution of money was first established, the industrial basis of the value of the precious metal may have preponderated, but with progress in the monetary organization of economic life, the monetary employment has become more and more important. It is certain that nowadays the value of gold is largely supported by its monetary employment, and that its demonetization would affect its price in an overwhelming fashion. The sharp decline in the price of silver since 1873 is recognized as largely due to the demonetization of this metal in most countries. And when between 1914 and 1918, many countries replaced gold by banknote and treasury notes, so that gold flowed to those countries that had remained on a gold standard. The value of gold fell very considerably. The value of the materials that are used for the manufacture of fiat money and credit money is also influenced by their use as money as well as by all their other use. The production of token coins is nowadays one of the most important uses of silver. For example, again, when the minting of coins from nickel was begun over 15 years ago, the price of nickel rose so sharply that the director of the English Mint stated in 1873 that if minting from nickel were continued, the cost of the metal alone would exceed the face value of the coins. If we prefer to regard this sort of use as industrial and not monetary, however, it is because token coins are not money but money substitutes, and consequently the particular interaction between changes in the value of money and changes in the value of the monetary material are absent in this case. The task of the theory of the value of money is to expound the laws which regulate the determination of the objective exchange value of money. It is not its business to concern itself with the determination of the value of the material from which commodity money is made, so far as this value does not depend on the monetary but on the other employment of this material. Neither is taught to concern itself with the determination of the value of those materials that are used for making the concrete embodiment of fiat money. It decreases the objective exchange value of money only insofar as this depends on its monetary function. The other forms of value present no special problem for the theory of the value of money. There is nothing to be said about the subjective value of money that differed in any way from what economic teaches of the subjective value of other economic goods, and on that it is important to know about the objective use value of money may be summed up in the one statement. It depends on the objective exchange value of money. Chapter 8. The determinant of the objective exchange value or purchasing power of money. 1. The dependence of the subjective valuation of money on the existence of objective exchange value. According to modern value theory, price is the result of the interaction in the market of subjective valuation of commodities and price goods. From beginning to end, it is products of subjective valuations. Goods are valued by the individual exchanging them according to their subjective use values, and their exchange ratios are determined within that range where both supply and demand are in exact quantitative equilibrium. The law of price stated by Major and Bomberg provides a complete and numerically precise explanation of these exchange ratios. It accounts exhaustively for all the phenomena of direct exchange. Under bilateral competition, market price is determined within a range whose upper limit is set by valuation of the lowest bidder among the actual buyers and the highest offered among the excluded would be seller, and lower limit is set by the valuations of the lowest offered among the actual sellers, and the highest bidder among the excluded would be buyers. This law of price is just as valid of indirect as for direct exchange. The price of money, like other prices, is determined in the last resort by the subjective valuation of buyers and sellers. But as has been said already, the subjective use value of money, which coincides with its subjective exchange value, is nothing but the anticipated use value of the things that are to be bought with it. The subjective value of money must be measured by the marginal utility of the goods for which the money can be exchanged. It follows that a valuation of money is possible only on the assumption that the money has a certain objective exchange value. Such a point the upside is necessary before the gap between satisfaction and useless money can be bridged. Since there is no direct connection between money as such and any human want, individuals can obtain an idea of its utility and consequently of its value only by assuming a definite purchasing power. But it's easy to see that this supposition cannot be anything but an expression of the exchange ratio ruling at the time in market between the money and commodities. Once an exchange ratio between money and commodities has been established in the market, it continues to exercise an influence beyond the period during which it is maintained. It provides the basis for the further valuation of money. Thus, the parts of